The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on Tom's Radio Toronto are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of Tom's Radio Toronto or its staff. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment and general information only, in the hope that they will be entertaining and informative to listeners. They are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or mitigate in any way any disease or condition, or to promote any specific lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice, nor is the information presented necessarily accurate or verifiable.
This is Tom's Radio Toronto. My name is Jossey Slaa, and this is Health and Wellness. This program is always on this day, Friday 1 to 2. Welcome, viewers. I know a lot of viewers you're watching and you've been waiting to listen to what I'm going to say or speak today. Today, I'm going to talk about coping post-pandemic trauma. The pandemic has created a lot of damage to our families, friends. Everyone has been affected in different way. To the point that it has created traumatic situation in our lives, or mind and body. Sometimes the system is training us not to accept this kind of a word, trauma, that it's too serious to say traumatic. But with what has happened with pandemic, we have been traumatized very seriously. And today I want to talk, how are we coping with all the situation after the pandemic? I know the pandemic is not yet done or it's not yet over. We have to continue taking care of ourselves. We have to continue exercising social distancing, because this virus is still around. This virus is still there. So we don't know. We don't want to go back 1 year before. So today I want you to understand that it's normal to speak about how you feel. I've been telling you every time that the only way, if you want to keep your body healthy and keep your mind well, you have to learn to speak. You have to learn to express yourself. Unfortunately, this system we are living in is training us to accept everything and to see that we cannot share our views and minds. I was so disappointed yesterday when I learned my neighbor, 2 houses from where I'm living, she lost her son last 2 weeks. But because of the culture we are living, people don't speak out. People grieve themselves inside. People cry inside. And it's true, I'm not always in my house. I leave early in the morning, come back late at night. But it was so saddening to hear this kind of story. I wish I knew, because I knew the son. The son used to come to my house, come to stay with my daughters, play games. I thought I could have this kind of information. But people keep this kind of stuff because of the culture we are living in. This culture is not the culture whereby it makes us talk our feelings. It doesn't give us an opportunity to express the way we feel, the way we live ourselves inside, and that kills us slowly. I've been talking all the time that a sickness is not a one-day stuff. A sickness does not develop within a day. A sickness develops in a count of days and numbers of years, because it's something produced slowly, cultivated within our body slowly, because of how we act, how we live, how we keep the pain, we sustain it, how we do our daily things. All these affect us. And then after years and years, you find yourself, you have cancer, you have all this chronic disease. This kind of diseases, they don't develop within a day. So it's good we learn to speak. If we want to be healthy, if you want to be well, speak out. You get mad, you get annoyed, speak out immediately. Don't keep that feeling in your life, in your heart. Because sometimes people keep the feelings in their hearts, and keeping these feelings within you, they don't affect any other person. They affect you. So it's good we learn how to speak out and we deliver our feelings out there, no matter how people will judge us. So what I was saying is that almost 14 months, more than 14 months, I could say, people have been indoors. People have been affected in different ways with this virus, coronavirus. Coronavirus has become, I think, since I grew up, this is the first time I could see and feel how people have gone through suffering and pain. But most people went through suffering and pain in silence. And this is what is going to damage our health. A lot of people, they are quiet right now. They move. You see people walking around. You see people giving a fake smile. You see people doing things as if nothing has happened. But the truth is, the pandemic has affected us badly. So, people like healthcare workers, the healthcare workers who have been going to work every day, treating people, overwhelming numbers of these patients and people who have been dying. I'm talking about essential workers like paramedics, law enforcement, fire department. I mean, how these people are coping with the post-pandemic trauma. I can't imagine the firefighters. I can't imagine the ambulance crews. When you call 911, I always see those people, the crews, the way they're dressing up. I feel from my heart that this job at this time is traumatic. I thought about the doctors who have been working in emergency wards, seeing people going into the emergency and come out dead. Every day you go to work, you get the list of dead people. Every day you go to work, you get the list of bad information. How are these people coping with post-pandemic trauma? And unfortunately, I'm really sorry, I'm not sure if the government has been dealing with these post-traumatic situations, especially even for the patients, because I know a lot of patients who had COVID came out from the hospitals. They don't get any psychological assistance. And this is very bad because these people go home and continue to feel sick. They have the kind of denial or shock. So I'm going to tell you the symptoms. I'm going to start with the psychological symptoms. If you maybe lost your loved one during the pandemic, if you're a businesswoman, businessman, if you are a doctor, a nurse, a paramedic, you are a firefighter, you are police, and you really feel this kind of symptoms and you don't understand what are these symptoms for. Even our kids in the houses, the characters and behaviors of a lot of people have changed now. I could see my friends, the way we talk. I could really see in them that they are not normal. But because We don't understand this kind of symptoms. We don't understand how our body has been affected. And yes, now people are out, but you can see how people are still having shock, are still having denials. They still don't disbelieve. You see, a lot of people now, they still have fear. They can't go out. They can't go to treatment. I was talking to one of my clients. He said, you know what, I'm still not thinking it's safe to come and do the treatment. I asked why. I said, oh, because of pandemic. I looked at that patient, that client of mine. I could see the post-pandemic trauma. I could see how the pandemic affected her. I could feel it because during the pandemic, she lost one of the loved ones because of for the virus. So I could feel it. And because I'm not a psychologist, I could not speak to her. There was no way I could tell her, you know what, you need help. There was no way. But not only one person. I see number of people who are now suffering from the post-pandemic trauma. You know, the pandemic has not gone completely. We still have it, but it's very low, especially in Canada here. I am very sorry for other countries that is now becoming hot. But in Canada, we are now blessed that the pandemic has gone low, but still people are now facing this trauma, these post-pandemic symptoms. People are having confusions. People are having difficult concentrating. I see a lot of people, they cannot concentrate anymore. They keep jumping from one place to another, from one thing to another, because the pandemic has affected. They don't know where to start and where to go. It takes time for you to realize that this is a traumatic situation within you and you need help and support. The government will not express these symptoms to you. No doctor is going to tell you these kind of symptoms to you. So I'm speaking to you right now. Feel yourself. Review your body. Just give yourself time. Because I tell people, yes, we have a very good health system, but believe me, this health system is not caring for you. It's until when you are out of order, that's when it can take care of you. Before that, you have to manage yourself. You have to know how you can take care of yourself. People now, they're expressing the anger. They are also irritability, the mood swing. A lot of people are now in the mood swing. Today they're this way, tomorrow they're that way. I have very few friends, they are really moody to the point that I decided to keep quiet and see, because at least as an health expert, I understand all this kind of stuff. But other people also have anxiety and fear, and this is huge. Anxiety and fear, this is huge. People are still fearing. People don't want to go out. People, when they see people gathering together, they are scared. Let me tell you, what will make you sick is that anxiety. What will make you sick is that fear you have. Go out and face the situation. Yes, you are being affected, but you are no longer affected. Go out. Yes, you have been in the hospital. Now you are back home. You are okay. Believe yourself. Don't deny yourself. Believe that you are now okay. Go out. Meet people. Protect yourself. This is how you're going to overcome and allow your body to build itself again. People are withdrawing from others. This is what I'm saying. People, they don't want to see people. They don't want to be close to people. They don't want to mingle simply because they are scared. All these are post-pandemic trauma. You are being affected so much mentally to the point that your psychology, your physical body is responding negative to everything. And I told you, I've been telling you that mind and body connects. The way you act, the way you behave, is the way your mind, the way your physical body will connect. And that connection is the one which is going to bring trouble in your body. So please accept your present and let your past go. It's true, you lost your loved one. I've lost my loved one during this pandemic. My heart is crying every day, but I said, you know what? The past has gone. I'm now concentrating with my present time. And this is what we are supposed to do, to concentrate with the present. It's true you have been sick. It's true a lot of people passed away because of pandemic. Now get out. Let the past go. Let that 1 year we've been locked inside go out of your mind. Let that bad situation of losing your job get out of your mind. Let that feeling of losing your loved one get out of your mind. If you don't want to recover from that, forget to be healthy. I'm not saying it's easy. There's nothing easy. But this kind of symptoms will change your life completely. Will change the way you believe, will change the way you communicate, will change the way you live, will change the way you feel, and it will also change the way you expose yourself to other activities. So please, health is the number one for you, but it is embedded within you. It's you decide to be healthy. It's you have to decide either to get sick again or to stand and accept that now I'm healed and I'm ready to be myself. People are feeling there are also symptoms of grief whereby you feel like sadness. You feel like preoccupied by loss. I have a friend, she lost a son. Believe me, she left the house until today. She can't go back to her house. I've been calling her all the time. Please go back to your house. Get used to your house. But these people, they have left the house. She sleeps from one house to another house every day. And I told her, I said, what you're doing is going to make you sick. Instead of accepting that fear to embrace you, let it go and be yourself and go back to your house and live your life. A lot of people outside there, this is what is going on within them. I'm talking to you, my viewer. I know you are listening. I'm talking to you, my friend. I know you are listening. Please, let the past go. Let whatever we experienced during the serious pandemic go out of your mind. And let us live our life. I always say, our life has changed. It will never be the same. I kept talking that way, but then I realized, no, this is a new era. My life has to continue. I have to live my life no matter what. What has happened last year, it has happened. Now I have to live my life no matter what. And this is what I'm practicing right now. I've refused the anxiety and the fear to embrace me because I cannot meet anybody. I can't even go to the park. I can't even join the gathering because I'm scared that, the virus is still around. I'm going to get sick. I can't leave my kids. When I was thinking about that, I felt that I'm hurting myself because those kind of thoughts overwhelmed me. They overwhelmed my mental. I became so confused with knowing I don't know what to do. I have also friends and clients who I really know they've been affected before. I was even scared to be close to them. Like the client who have been calling and calling to get appointment. And I really know that these clients had COVID before. There was a time I could not even accept their calls because I was scared. It's until when I accepted to let it go, until when I accepted to say, no, it happened, it has passed, now it's something different, these people are new, they are okay, I'm going to move on. I know there are some therapists today, they even still don't want to accept people. For how long are you going to live that way? I know some people don't want to accept people in their house. For how long are you going to live that way? For how long are you going to deny yourself that this is a new life, everything has passed? For how long? Do you think that is healthy? No. That is affecting you. Anyway, I'm going for a short break and then I'll be back. DJ, take me for a short break and then I'll be back and discuss the physical symptoms of post-pandemic trauma.
Our company is committed to providing truthful, honest, competent, and result-oriented service through advising and representing our clients in Canada and overseas in a wide range of immigration matters. We focus on providing support, building dependable relationships, and promoting success. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf.
This is Tom's Radio Toronto. I'm talking about coping with post-pandemic trauma. It's also necessary to be aware of the physical symptoms because sometimes people are moving around. They behave the way they behave. They see themselves the way they see, and they don't understand that these are traumatic symptoms they are having. Like people now, they're having nightmares. People have lost their sleep, insomnia. They don't sleep well at night. They don't. I hear a lot of people around me. My clients are complaining that their sleep patterns has changed. They're no longer sleeping well. They think that their body is not fine. I said, you know what? That is the symptoms of post-pandemic. We call it, because people don't want to accept, number one, people don't want to accept that the pandemic has traumatized them. Nobody wants to accept that. And nobody's telling us that, you know, guys, you know what? This pandemic has created trauma in our life. No one wants to speak about that. When you start to talk about trauma, they say, oh no, that's a too big word to talk about. Come on, who said that's a big word? Let us not accept this kind of statements. Because if we don't speak out in the same way, we are killing ourselves. We are killing who we are. So why don't we speak? It's a traumatic situation, yes. It has traumatized us, yes. It has affected us big times. You know, you meet someone, say, how are you doing? I say, I'm doing great. How did this pandemic treat you? Oh, I don't feel it. I'm okay. Really? You are okay when I can see you stressed out? You are okay when I can see you have increased the intake of smoke, you have increased the intake of alcohol. You are okay when I can see your anger. You are okay when I can see your fear and anxiety. You are okay when I can see your face is shrinking down. You are not okay. So if you want to be okay, speak out. Yeah, speak out. I told you, I said, I always speak out. For me, I don't give a minute. I speak my feelings, and this is what helps me to keep me healthy, because I know without speaking out, there's no way I can be healthy. So, fatigue. A lot of people are having fatigue now. If you're feeling the signs of fatigue, very tired, moodless, those are post-traumatic symptoms. If you feel difficult concentrating the way I said, or you feel your heartbeat goes so fast, you feel your pressure is not balanced, those are post-pandemic trauma. If there is any time to deal with your body healthy, it's this time. I'm telling a lot of my friends, I'm saying, this is the only time you need to take care of yourself. Not only taking care of yourself, after this pandemic, we have to give ourselves 6 months. And within these 6 months, if you know any vitamin, please take it. If you know any good thing for your body, please take it. Because if you don't, the post-pandemic trauma symptoms, they are going to kill your body slowly. It's going to create sickness and diseases in your body slowly. You don't see the effect immediately. You don't see the effect today. You will not see the effect tomorrow, but believe me, after 3 months, after 1 year, 2 years, you are going to see a lot of changes with your body. And you are going to ask yourself what is happening. People also are having maybe pain, aches. Yeah, a lot of people now, their body is aching. Their body is having pain. Please, guys, come for the best massage in the city. One of my clients said, this is the best massage I've ever had, and I'm approving it as the best massage in the city. I said, okay. But it's not only the massage, it's the treatment. It's treating your muscles, your bones, which are aching. We work so hard to the point that we don't have time to feel our body. People are too busy, especially now it's summer. People are too busy. They are not feeling their body. They are not giving a minute to feel how the body is. Believe me, after this summer, you will feel it. You will see yourself in a very difficult situation. So people are having a lot of muscle tension. Oh my goodness. The muscle tension has become the chronic problem during this pandemic. And people don't understand how to solve that issue or situation. It's not about exercising. How are you going to exercise the muscles which are very tense? Because if you exercise muscles which are tense, that means you're damaging more. You're breaking those bones. You might even break that bone, the bones, the tissues. You can't exercise the tense muscles. The only way, you need to relax the muscles first. How do you relax those muscles? You relax the muscles in many different ways, including having good vitamin drinks, which can really soothe your body and make your body clean. and healthy. People are too busy. People think they're excited, they're happy, but I'm really sorry to say no. Because this pandemic has left nobody safe and happy. Nobody. Whether you continue to have your job, there are people who say, I'm happy I didn't lose my job. Yes, you didn't lose your job. But tell me, were you socializing normally? Going to work when people are not there? Going to work when you cannot meet the friends you used to meet? Doing something whereby you cannot see the people you loved? You're not happy. That situation has affected you. So you're not safe. Nobody's safe with this pandemic. Nobody. I told you some time back that when I was, sometimes I'm coming to the office in the morning and I start thinking of the people around. I just walk on the floor alone. Nobody's there. Only that made me sick. It made my muscles so tense because I could not hear people talking on the hallway. I could not hear people laughing. I could not hear the music I used to hear. I could not go to the bathroom and meet the people I used to meet. It's very different. So don't say that you're okay. You are not okay. Stop saying you're okay. You need therapy. You need to treat yourself. If you don't know how to treat yourself, call me. I can help you. Just call me. Call me on the clinic. Call the Tom's Radio here. We can talk. We can discuss. If you want to call the clinic, you can call 416-613-1334. Just give us a call and we are going to help you. People also are compromising their immunity now. A lot of people, their immunity has changed. Some people have gained weight. Some people have lost weight. Some people are having body changes and they cannot even define. They even don't know. Some people only the belly has increased. Some people, even not to look yourself. I was really laughing. It's not something funny when I could see our prime minister with that kind of hair. When I could see mayor with that kind of hair. And when they got the haircut, they looked so young, beautiful, handsome, because they were looking so old and tired. Now imagine, you have not had a haircut for more than 3 months, 4 months. And every day you go to shower, you look at yourself in the mirror. That face you see in the mirror affected you, gave you tense, because you were not seeing yourself. You were seeing an ugly face with long hair, with shabby beards. Only that can make you sick. How many people have felt that way? I know I've been seeing a lot of people complaining, my hair, I don't look good, I've not done my... Even those people who used to do the nails, like I have friends of mine, they keep doing their nails all the time. During the pandemic, they could not do their nails. So every time they look at their nails, they feel so bad. That feeling affects your health. People who are used of makeups, there are people who cannot do without makeup. And this time of pandemic, makeup was not essential because one day I woke up and I sent my daughter and said, can you go and get my powder? I'm out of my powder. And my daughter went to the store and that department was closed, and she asked, what happened? Why is this department closed? They told her, makeup is not essential. Can you imagine? Someone is telling you makeup is not essential. I know ladies who cannot go out without makeup. Only that feeling stressed you. that you could not get your eyelashes, you could not get your makeup kit, you could not get your lipstick you like, you could not get everything. Only that makes you stress. Let me give you something funny. Where you see my lipstick today, you see, people like to put lipstick. Tell me, with a mask, how are you doing the makeup with mask? How do you do makeup with mask? If I put my mask now, all my lipstick goes to my mask, and then my whole face turns red. You know that? Only that situation. Because all the time I have to, okay, if I remove my mask, I have to take the powder and do. Only that situation stresses me. To the point I say, okay, no makeup. But then, I'm coming to the show. Come on, how can I come to the show? Tito Mon said, no, Josephine, put some highlights. I know Tito Cecile said, always put some highlights. How can you come to the show without some highlights, But then, how am I going to put my mask on? Because I have to put my mask on. And then by the time I go home, my whole face is red because of my red lipstick. Only that stresses me. Because it's not the kind of life I used to live. So what I'm talking is that this pandemic stresses us, has created trauma, serious trauma. We have to accept this. And now we are facing the post-traumatic symptoms in different ways. People may be in a denial that, no, I'm okay. I say, no, you're not okay. I can feel, I can see you. You are not okay. But what should we do? We need to recognize that this trauma and the grief you are feeling is a normal feeling for now. First of all, accept the reality. Accept that you cannot have makeup today. Just accept it. Accept that if you put too much makeup with a mask on, by the time you remove your mask, you are going to look ugly. So you better don't put your makeup. And then you put on your mask. Okay? Yeah, we have to reach that point. But not only that, we have also to accept the grief that, the loved one have gone and we have to live on. Whatever has happened, it has happened. I don't say you forget. You can't forget. I don't say you don't feel it. You will keep feeling it forever, but you need to own the current situation. You need to accept the current situation. And once you do that, it's going to ease your pain, and it's going to make your muscles relaxed, and you're going to protect your body from different sicknesses and diseases, which is really, really very great. So, however, avoidance tend to post-traumatic symptoms will remain with us for so long. They won't go out today because we are going to continue feeling the pain the pandemic has caused. We are going to continue to feel the pain and the suffering the pandemic has caused. A lot of people lost their jobs. So losing a job at this time, not everything has opened, and maybe some companies, some offices will change the lifestyle and allow their employees to work at home. So that means we are not going to be back to normal. I don't know what is normal anyway, but new normal, new life, we are not going to be back to the way we used to live after for maybe for next 2 or 3 years. What does that mean? It means now we need to be creative and innovative in every minute we own. Own that time. Don't ignore anything small. Own that time, be yourself, and make sure everything becomes normal and accepted for a while. So, viewers, this is how we need to do. But if you want to talk about the symptoms, find the people you trust. Don't keep it. Find the people you trust, talk about issues, and learn to express yourself. Go out there and learn how to give it out in a different way. And people will be okay to listen, because everybody has been affected in a different way. I see people, don't allow the fake smile. Always learn to have the open smile in you. Don't allow to have the pain and the suffering, anxiety and fear. Overcome that. Be strong. Accept that things have happened, and now we are back to normal. So I'm going to end up today here. Next week, we're going to continue a little bit with this topic, and probably I'm going to have some guests with me. So please take care of yourself and stay tuned. This is Tom's Radio, Toronto, and I'm Josephine Slaa. You know, when you see me, you talk about good health and wellness, mentally, physically. Mind and body connects. See you next week on Friday, but don't forget, we still have Wisdom Show coming soon. We still have news at 4. And then we still have African Cook Extravaganza this afternoon. Stay tuned.